acres. Well, it's a pretty good payday. Then another thing through Forest, and this, just so you know why I'm wearing my whites today, I'm a volunteer firefighter. After the campfire, I decided I needed to do more than just watch it burn down. And so now I'm going to get my red card this weekend, so I gotta make sure my whites are broken in, because you have to, you can't go out there with new boots, because they will kill your feet. So, and also what we're doing in Butte County anyway, and I'm trying to advocate for it to happen in Sutter County, has one little mountain range, but we're trying to promote prescribed fire. So Butte County and the Resource Conservation District have advocated and started a prescribed burn association, and they do some good work. It's real small, you know, they might have burned about 50 properties this last year. Usually they're 10 acres and less, because the Air Board has more permitting process if it's more than 10 acres. And what I'd like to see is the Sutter Buttes being able to work through a prescribed burn and get some work done that way. It's real hard, and I understand it might not happen even before I retire, but I'm hoping it will. It's one of my last kind of projects to get some success with. And I've been on several prescribed burns now with the PBA, and to give you an idea of what we've done, some of the work we did in Cohasset, when the park fire went through there, it burned into some of our prescribed fires, and it knocked the fire down. And then that plus a sprinkler system saved a house, and I would say the prescribed fire saved the forest, the sprinkler system saved the house. But it's just, some good work has happened there because of the prescribed burn association. You know, it's hard when you're working for the NRCS, especially like when you would know the district conservationists. We work from everything from the valley floor, and you know, 50 feet elevation to 8,000 feet of elevation, and all the resource concerns from here to there, and there's no shortage. And what I found is through my career, the more that I learn, the more I don't know, and then it's always been this crazy learning curve, and I end up knowing just about enough to get myself in trouble, and then I ask some of these better and more learned professionals to help get me out of it. So that's been my career so far, and I still have a few more years, and I'm happy to apply them. And I really like my job. I really like to work with you guys and my resource conservation partners to get this kind of work done. I know I went through it kind of fast. Is there any questions anybody has for me? Yeah.
Yeah, so you talked about some kind of unique practices to the area. What is the process for a new NRCS program?
Like a practice?
Practice, thank you, to get adopted, and can that happen at the grassroots level, or does that have to happen like top down?
Well, everything starts with an idea, you know, and that's it. If you don't push, it never changes. If you're happy with the status quo, don't. But if there was something new you want to try, I always have ideas. The USDA and the NRCS doesn't necessarily want to hear from somebody that's already inside. They want to hear from a rancher or farmer or another resource conservation kind of advocate. And you go to the state office advisor or technical committee, the state technical advisory committee, and that's how the NRCS starts adopting things. And that's and you know, in California is so varied, and we have such a wide variety. I was talking to somebody yesterday that wants to start growing coffee. And I was like, oh my God, coffee. Well, I guess so. They said they grow it in Fresno, so if it grows in Fresno, it must grow here too. But when, you can grow coffee and rice in the same acre. I'm like, what? What?
Let's do it.
Yeah, it sounds great. I have no idea what the ET rate, what kind of water they need. I have no idea. I'm like, let's go for it. But if you wanted to change something, like that's how you do it. You go to our committee and you talk to your congressional ag committee member, whoever that would be.
Thank you.
We also have CIG grants.
Yeah. And that's another way
That
where,
can fund your
Oh.
trial.
like an innovation grant, that's what it's
I
called.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow, I had never made that connection.
Conservation
Sig
innovation
grant,
grants,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yep, Yana did that on the coast with, an oak prescription.
Yeah.
Okay. Pieces together today.
Anyway, thanks Heather for the opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Wendy, did you want to say anything about? Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, so next up will be Peyton.
All right. I will also be talking about cows. Cool. All right. Sorry I missed the introductions at the beginning. I was